Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look what Big Daddy's cooking up for wife number one and the babies. Folks, we're just firing up a little vegetables. Just a little snack of vegetables and that's probably some rice for the babies. I might put a little soy sauce on it. What a healthy breakfast. A large 3.2 quart cast iron combo cooker full of vegetables. Sitting here listening to some good country music. Raining as usual here in the Philippines. Good morning, Mr. Birdie. Good morning, buddy. Goodbye, buddy. You know the old lady. And Maria. Maria's been living with her mother, so obviously they eat nothing but Filipino flavors. And of course, they love the soy sauce and the salty. So I gotta make it salty. We'll put a little bit of sesame oil. All right, folks, welcome to brownout. When you're cooking with gas, don't stop your operation at all. Whether you like cooking with gas or not, when you move to a place like Philippines, you better learn to cook with gas because you're gonna learn to deal with brownouts. Okay, St. Candy. What it did affect was my radio operations. My tunes went down. Folks, I listen to one of the greatest radio stations. I'll tell you which one it is later. All right, Absolute water bottle's finished. Now, look, I'm against plastic just as much as the next man. But if you want good quality water over here, this is what you gotta do. And we reuse it, so I'm about to cut this thing up and make a fruit bowl because she's got the fruit in my big dog bowl over there, taking up my big dog bowl. There you go. Just peel the label off. Oh yeah, look at that top, nice and even. Well, maybe not, but it'll work. All right, so there's a new fruit bowl. See, she's got my dog bowl over here, taking up all this space, which is not cool. I need to use that dog bowl for the cooking. So we just take the lemons. Well, we need to dry it out first. Is it? Yeah, it's dry. Yeah, fuck it, it's dry enough. Put the lemons and the oranges, the orange, down into this bowl so I can cook with the dog bowl. Oh, you can get tomatoes. Shoot, cucumbers. This is like a potpourri of vegetables and fruit over here. Oh no, she had water down in that bowl, or else it came in through the window. There you go. Let's cut the cancer off of that guy. Cut the cancer off of there. There we are. We chop up some fresh cucumbers for these babies with that Gerber strong arm. Folks, I'm telling you, this is the greatest kitchen knife ever. You don't even need a carrot scraper. It's just perfect for scraping carrots. Now, again, this is the Chinese knockoff, but you know, and I do have one authentic engraved Gerber strong arm to my dad back in the States. He said it's a great knife, loving it. But I'm gonna tell you, great kitchen knife. Yeah, it's a survival knife, combat knife, whatever you want to call it. But this son bitch cuts vegetables like a champion. All right, now I got the lid to the large 3.2 quart cast iron combo cooker, and I'm gonna fry up the rice left over from last night. Fry that bad boy up. Oh, got the beautiful Fatima coming in here.
No, where's the trash?
I took it out, baby. It's full. What, baby?
That's why I put that water in there.
Baby, listen. She came in here, folks. The first thing she said was, "Why, when you're cooking, you make such a big mess?" Fried rice is coming along. It's cooking a little bit slower than I'd like it to. You gonna come over here and tell me how to cook? I've been cooking since before you were born and before you woke up this morning. And you gonna come over here and look at my fried rice and then tell me what to do?
Yeah, that's enough.
All right, folks, fried rice is pretty much almost done. She says it's done. But I went ahead and killed the power so we can bleed some altitude here. We're just gliding now. You know, these cast iron skillets, they hold heat pretty damn good. So, you know, if your stuff is like 95% done, just go ahead and kill the heat. Save the energy. You know, bleed some altitude on the heat and just let it coast. A friend of mine claimed that I made a big mess when I'm cooking. There is no mess. There's the rice cooker, and she made that mess last night because she's always burning the rice in this new little pot that we got. And she's blaming me for the mess. There ain't no mess. I cleaned up my mess. Well, I mean, it needs to be wiped down a little bit, but there's no dirty dishes. I cleaned everything up. She's over here complaining that you make such a mess when you cook. I have to disagree with that erroneous assessment from wife number one. My goodness. Baby, you look a little haggard today with your hair up. Folks, here's these dog bowls we got. I showed my dad them bowls. He said, man, them damn dog bowls. Y'all eating out of dog bowls. I said, yeah, but you know what the good thing is? The kids can't break them. And they were cheap. Oh, and the Lord said, let there be light, folks. Only about a 15-minute brown out. All right, here we go. Papa's vegetables. Big old scoop of vegetables over a bed of fried rice for my babies. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Got broccoli in there. All the healthy vegetables for these babies. They're gonna love Papa's cooking this morning. So folks, I'm sitting here and I'm feeding Maria. You know, she's just in one of those moods. You know, she can feed herself, but sometimes she wakes up a little moody, and so she wants Papa to feed her. Open. All right, good job, girl. Good job, sweetie. So, you know, obviously at her mother's house, they're not eating broccoli and calabasa and fresh vegetables every day. That's just the way it is. All right, let me not go down that rabbit hole. She ain't used to eating broccoli, period. So I threw a whole thing of broccoli in there. Now, you know, Forrest G's a wrecking ball. This dude will pretty much eat anything, you know. You put it on his plate, he's gonna go to town. He's a great eater, just like his mother. But Maria, since she was a baby, she's always been a little finicky eater. You know, certain things, you know, and again, you have to realize at her mother's house, you know, what do they eat down there? Not the same diet that we eat, I assure you. Moving right along. So anyhow, she's not used to broccoli apparently. Doesn't like broccoli, doesn't know what it is. One of the reasons she don't want to eat the broccoli. And she points at the rice. So here, if you have Filipino children, which, you know, I have half Filipino children, you want to know how to get Filipino children to eat their vegetables? All you do is put the vegetable in the spoon, cover it up with rice, and they'll eat it. If they just look down at the spoon, they see the rice, they're not looking any further, they take a big old bite, they eat it. So that's how I'm getting Maria here to eat her broccoli, is I put the broccoli on the spoon, rice on top. Here we go, sweetie, open. That's good rice. Folks, parenting 101. If you need to know anything, you just you let me know. A little trickery, a little deceit, but she's eating the broccoli. Mission accomplished. Look at this crew back here. Poor G. Fatima, your hair looking a little haggard today, Fatima. Hey, I buy you all this expensive shampoo and conditioner, and then your hair is looking that haggard. What's going on, baby? Smell of wine, cheap perfume. Folks, looking for a different pediatrician's office. There's a place right here that says Pediatric Center, but it's not a pediatric clinic. I'm like, hey, where's the pediatrician's office? He's like, no, this ain't it. Go down there. I said, man, it says pediatric. Maybe you should change the sign. If I was to go to this pediatric office, and it's a pediatrician, and it says doctor behind her name, everything, you know, and you need a medical certificate. In other words, it's just a one piece of paper that says what the diagnosis is. The doctor signs it. It's a pretty simple document. And the doctor says, oh, I can write a prescription, but I can't give you a medical certificate. I'm like, well, I don't understand. Why not? You're a doctor, right? Well, yeah, but I can't write a medical certificate. Well, you can write prescriptions, but you can't write a diagnosis and sign your name to it. Very perplexing to me. I don't understand it. We went to a couple more places, and one kid says, well, yeah, the clinic opens at 11, but the doctors don't get here till 2 or 3. I'm like, so what are you saying? I'm like, can we get seen now? Well, yeah, but the doctors don't get here till 2 or 3. I'm like, well, who's gonna see us?
You just sit down and wait.
We just saw these folks go down hard. Hope he's okay. Oh yeah, that kuya over there busted up his leg. Traffic backed up, folks. Checkpoints strict. I'm about to get a bottle of whiskey, but didn't have enough money. So I put the whiskey back, went with old Captain Morgan. There he is right there. 599 pesos. I gave the girl 600, told her to keep the change.